Remember, if you want more detailed information on this restoration, you can go to the links down on the bar right below the video, being the links to the iBoats thread, which it has all the pictures that you could ever want on this restoration, my Facebook page, facebook.com/Frisco Boater, and my website, friscoboater.com. Friscoboater.com has a blog that's usually updated also, just like iBoats.com, but the first place to look is my iBoats.com thread for any updates. And if you want instant updates, make sure you like my Facebook page, because that's where I kind of post my thoughts as I'm doing things. So enjoy the video. Well, it's about midweek, and we got a couple hours off here, and we're going to try to get a little bit of work done. If you remember where we left off, we got the deck foamed completely by drilling out the, I think I used 1.25 inch holes on all the way around, poured it full of foam, and Dad just took a drill with a paddle bit right here. And what he did is he took it down and he turned it on and then just kind of moved it around right here to kind of clear out the hole a little bit, because what we're going to do is we're going to take our pucks, which are right here. We saved all of our pucks. We're going to mix up a big batch of peanut butter, and we're going to put peanut butter down in there, and then we're going to push our puck down inside this hole. Real nice. And then and then it'll ooze up around it and everything. And then what we'll do is we'll then coat over it with peanut butter, and then we're going to go over the whole deck with 2 layers of chop strand. So that's our plan right now. Also, want to go over a change of plans that we're going to be doing as far as building this front the gas tank structure. You can see down there at the bottom, there's the aluminum gas tank, and here is the 2 bulkheads that go up front where the gas tank sits. We laid this out last night thinking we were going to go ahead and build it while it sits here and then put the cap on it. Not a good idea. If anything has changed and it's too tall or too short, the cap needs to sit on top of those. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the deck done, completely covered in chop strand, and then we're going to put the cap back on it. And then we're going to use out of the ceiling up here, we're going to put an eye bolt or a pulley or something and come down to each one of the cleats so we can lower the cap down, do any work, measurements or anything like that, and then we can raise it up, do more work, and then lower it back down to check and make sure that everything is perfect. That's the only way I can be 100% sure that we're going to not mess anything up. So that's the plan for now. The only other thing we have to do now is get the peanut butter mixed and see what we can get done here in about 2 or 3 hours. So it took us about 15-20 minutes, and we took the DA sander to the whole deck, got rid of any little bumps or nibs or anything like that, and then wiped the entire thing down with acetone. And it made it like super sticky. I couldn't even, my feet were sticking to it. That's what the good thing about acetone is that it kind of re-wets the surface or something like that, makes it sticky again. Really helps with your bond. And I went ahead and wiped all the way up the hull because we're going to come over a little bit, over our 1708. That's good. Actually, a little more. Get pushed down inside there. You want to fill these little holes. There you go. And then just push these down in here, and it'll push out all around it. Yeah. And just don't forget your little holes that you drilled for air. And if you have any excess, just move it over to the next one. Well, you can see I've started cutting the first layer of CSM to go over this deck. We peanut buttered all the little pucks in, and they're actually still wet, so we're kind of going over the top of it here. And you're overlapping, you want to overlap, 4 or 5 inches is what I've always done whenever you're using the chop strand. And then over here on the outside, you can see I've come up about, here's the end of my 1708, and I've come up about another 3 inches, and then we'll go up a little bit more after that on the next layer. So it looks like we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 across is what it is. And this stuff is nasty, it gets everywhere. So we're going to get back on it. Well, we didn't get as far as we wanted to today. I had a customer call and I had to go take care of a little service call. Paying jobs come first. So anyway, we got both layers cut and laid out perfectly fine. We have the side here comes up about another 2 inches, and the other comes up about another 3 inches from there. So we got great overlap. It's going to lay down nice and perfect. What you want to do is you want to lay everything out as you're going to lay it out. So like here, we have the first layers, the second layer is on the bottom, and the first layer is on top. And then we're going to take and we're going to wet everything out really good. Lay down the first layer, squeegee it out. Then just keep going straight back, and then like a typewriter, boop, right back up here. So I'm not sure when I'll get back on this, but we will sooner or later, and get the deck done. See you guys next time. Well, it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be before I got back on here. It's actually only about 4 or 5 hours later. Went and met the customer and came back, ate some dinner, and Dad and I are going to pull a marathon run and get this all done tonight. That just means putting down 2 layers of chop strand, probably a good 1.5 to 2 gallons of resin, and hopefully we'll get this all done. So I'm going to set the GoPro up hopefully and let you guys watch as we kill some brain cells.
Really slop it down. See your line?
And the line's good. Okay.
Come over a little bit my way. Okay. Killing it.
You're overlapping quite a bit.
Yeah, about 4 inches at the very least.
No? Should have drawn a line down here.
Pull it down a little bit.
Four gallons and 2.5 hours later, the deck is completely covered in 2 layers of chop strand. I tell you, it never ceases to amaze me how much CSM chews up resin. I mean, it's amazing to me. But yeah, 4 gallons, guys. I bought 5 more gallons today. I have 1 gallon left, so that means I've used 14 gallons total on this boat. And we still haven't built the motor mounts, and we still have to build these for the gas tank and resin that stuff out too. So I guarantee I'll be buying more resin when the time comes. But now we're ready to try to get this cap on there. And we'll probably do that in the next couple of days, get it on here, make sure it fits. I went and remeasured across again, and we're maybe that much off in 1 or 2 spots, but this thing, it moves back and forth quite a bit. So that way we can put it back on there. But it is definitely a lot stiffer. We did this with the garage open this evening, so that way we could have some fresh air. When you're dealing with this much resin, you have got to have a garage door open or something like that, because it is just absolutely insane. So anyway, it's done, guys. This was kind of a short deal today. I probably spent 3 hours on it, but it's done. And once we get this cap back on here, we can start making the forward bulkheads. I tell you, I hate working with CSM. It's very, very hard to work with to me. And getting it to wrap around the corners, that was the hardest part. I got it done, but man, it is very, very tough to get it to wrap properly. But, you know, take your time, wet it out really good, and it will work. Once I get the motor mount built into here, I'm actually going to put another layer of CSM down here at the bottom, so that way we just kind of pretty it all up and it'll tape to the paint a whole lot better. Well, I'll talk to you soon, guys.